Oh, so check it out. Mike is the new pod king. Let's get to the backstory and let's talk about this. Mike being the new undisputed pod king. Let's get it. So here we have it. Worm up to no good again. Pookie gets pressed by Worm for a cell phone. Next, Pookie goes and runs and he cries to Mike for help. Kind of sort of for help, but he was just pleading with him about how Worm has always pressed him and Worm is just bad news. And then as Mike always tends to do, is he put on his superhero cape in a situation that really doesn't have too much to do with him. So Mike challenges Worm to a fight. And if Mike wins, he will leave Pookie alone. If Mike loses, he has to get Worm a phone. So that's how all of this started, and we're going to see what happens. Let's get to what's going on in present events. Present day, Mike is the new pod king. So here we have it. They sit up there, they start talking. Worm wanted to get Mike jumped by a couple of his homies. However, jail politics prevailed, where because of Mike's connection with Ty through J Diva, that the pod decided to make sure that the whole fight was fair. They began to throw up the hands. It looked like maybe one or two punches were thrown, because when the jailers came in because of the fight and made everybody back away, Mike was like shaking his jaw and Worm was laid out on the ground. And at this particular point, we had a new undisputed pod champion. He knocked Worm the blank out. So almost like Friday, you got knocked out. So Worm really got knocked out and he's sleeping right now on the concrete. So Mike is the new pod boss, and he is going to be meeting with the other pod bosses to discuss whatever little politics that go on up in there that's going to happen. So this is quite interesting. And here's my take on this. Mike, this could have gone sour for you. And even the way they kind of wrote this a little bit, it's like, okay, you're taking up for a gay guy in prison. That could be very detrimental for you if that's not your quote unquote boyfriend or something like that. But the fact of the matter is he took up for him in prison, which is a little suspect to me, in the sense that I don't know if jail politics would go down like that if they would let him be able to do all he did to do that. But anyway, I don't know what jail politics are like to that degree. But at this point, we got Mike being the undisputed new pod boss. So this is quite interesting. Quite interesting. Let's go into the comments and see what you guys have to say. And what do you think is going to happen moving forward? Our first commenter we got is Aubrey. She said, Mike looked like he's about to do kung fu fighting. He's doing kung fu fighting. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. That cat is fast as lightning. He does look like he's about to do some kung fu or something. I was like, what the heck is this brother doing? But we already know Mike did it to D. He can do it to the others, except Escobar. But he had an opportunity right now to show it to Worm, and he put them paws on him big time. Next, we got Eric Williams. Mikey Mike with the one-hitter quitter. Yes, the one-hitter quitter. It looked like it probably was two hits thrown. Like I was saying before in the comments, is Mike was holding his jaw as he was backing away into, as the next commenter says, Demora. Mike, I think you went back into the wrong cell. He did go back into the wrong cell. And he was kind of like shaking his jaw. So he probably took one shot and gave Worm the other, but Mike's shot put Worm down for the count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. You're out. Knockout. So it's going to be interesting now that he's the pod king or the pod boss. What is he going to do with it? What is he going to do with that position of power? how is that going to influence him in the jail, and how's that going to influence his relationship with that CO that keep on messing with him. So this is going to pan out to be quite interesting. And like I said before, Mike always tends to cape for those who tend to be in trouble, and he'll put his neck on the line. So he did a typical Mike move. I thought he would do it for his homeboy earlier, but I guess his need outweighed whatever was going down with his homeboy earlier when he was put into that particular cell block. Julian Jones. Mike put them paws on him. Now I just need Worm to have the same eye patch on they gave D that time. You talking right, man. You know, he should have that eye patch, or I don't know what he gonna do after this point. He might try to creep back up and get in position, but I don't know if his followers or his people gonna follow him. So this is quite interesting. And I hate to put these pictures up for you, D. You're my boy, and I like the way you evolved as a character in the storyline. I couldn't stand you or Ty at first, but your characters have really evolved and shown a lot of versatility, and especially with you, D, your character and just how you move. Majority of the time, you be moving right, and you're very loyal and straightforward. So I like that about you, D. So I didn't mean to put them pictures up of you, bro, but you know the people were calling for it in the comments, you know, in the sense, not that they said they want the picture, but they just said basically, they kept talking about how he put the paws on you too. But anyway, this is about Worm, and now Mike is the new king. He got the juice now. So we're going to see what's going to happen moving forward. How is this going to pan out with the jail politics? I am interested. So don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Peace until next time.